戦闘訓練か。いい機会だ。ちょっと乱入させてもらうよ。
Why is a goat soldier entering the CDF training place? Alright, CDF is basically a lower branch of goat right now. They share the same training facility, I guess. Rain is up for it, but man, Schnatz is just... The screen now shows Rain Schnatz is starting a sparring match that might be a bit too serious to be called that. We leave CDF's HQ and find that a fake evening has come to Midspire.
お前ら
45戦18勝24敗3引き分け。次は負けませんからね、渚注意。
No, that is 45, okay.
いちいち数え。私全然気にしてなかった。
Goddamn right you didn't.
おや、私の勝ちが上回った時、
いちいち細かい女だな。
サポートですから、大雑把では務まりません。
あ？私が大雑把って言いたいのか？
ああ、そこまで。いいから飯だ飯。
Take them by their arms and forcefully drag them out of the HQ.
ところで注意。今日も父から尋問を受けたそうです。
As we walk, Rain asks me that question.
長官は門倉注意を部下として迎えたいそうだ。
はあ？
Rain wrinkles her eyebrows. It's pretty rare for her to be so expressive.
事情を聞かせてもらえますか？まさかヘンリーやアークを裏切る。
ちゃんとで話さなきゃいけない内容でもない。まだ返事もしてないし。
As we walk through the shopping district, I tell them about my talk with Director Isao. Of course, what he thinks of me and Rain is irrelevant, so I obviously skip that part.
父はエッセイでも作るつもりなんでしょうか。
Girl, I don't know what you mean by SA, but SA is a completely different acronym where I'm from. What do you mean he tends to create an SA? That sounds terrible.
長官はファシストじゃない。
反 AI 主義者で民族主義の傾向が強く、時代の進歩についていけない解雇主義者ですけどね。
厳しいな。
あんた自分の父親なんだろ？
家庭の問題に口を出さないでいただき。
家庭じゃねえだろ。公私混同しやがって。
な。
で、注意はどうするつもり？
いい話じゃないか、こう。もちろん引き受
I
け
was
てく
gonna
れるんだ
say,
よな。
yeah, you'd love it if I accepted, wouldn't you? Then we'd be allies. Ooh, wouldn't that be great?
アークやフェンリルと戦う気はない。
Dissatisfied with my answer, both of them fall silent. Not proud of it either. Why can't I just refuse it? I definitely don't want to betray Ark and Fenrir, but Director Isao's words seem to have affected me. It's probably because of my suspicions towards Ark. I might also be influenced by Chnatz's loyalty.
そうだよな。
当たり前です、そんなこと。
I didn't fucking ask you. I don't know why you think you need to give your opinion. We all arrive at a bar in Midspire. It's full of goat soldiers. We instantly order some drinks. Chinatsu gulps down vodka like she would drink water.
議体にはなかなか酒が染みなくてね。お嬢さんは甘いカクテルで OK。
ではカクテルをいただきました。天国への階段。
おい。
That's a 68% absinthe and fruit cocktail. Yeah, but worry about her. I'll drink modestly just in case. Yeah, bartender, I'll have a beer. Make it light. We barely talk after that and just focus on drinking. They're not drinking too much, are they? And honestly, drinking without talking is boring. So look for something to talk about. I see that Chinatsu looks a bit flushed.
本当に大丈夫？
表面を覆ってる人工皮膚は生き物だからね。
すまん。
いいっていいって。いちいち気にされる方が神経に触る。別にこの体で不自由していないしな。そのことはこうは知ってるよな。
Yeah, he's like, oh, you already know that. And Ray's like, what does she mean by that? I was choking my drink. She already drunk?
なんで知ってるのですか？
ああ。
無名都市でいろいろあってね。
まあいいです。一度や二度何かあったぐらいでは嫉妬するほどのことでもありません。
Yeah, keep telling yourself that,
お
Rain.
いレイン。
まったく。あんたみたいなお嬢ちゃんがね。そりゃ長官が嘆くわけだ。
私は注意に全てを捧げていますから。
なんかムカつくね。
Yeah, you know, you've dedicated your whole life to me, and what has it gotten you? Pushed to the sidelines. Alright? You got thrown a little dick every now and again, you know, after we made it out the wasteland, just because it's like, fuck, you know, why not? There was no passion behind it, there was no love behind it. It was just like, I feel like getting my rocks off. You want to help me get my rocks off? All right, get my rocks off. And you're just like, you're sitting there like, I get to become one with the man I care about. And I'm just like, pussy's pussy.
それはお互い様です。
They glare at each other again. Their silence makes it easy to hear the men sitting nearby.
鈴代はいいぜ。缶詰一つで股を開く女やケツを突き出す連中がゴロゴロしてやがる。
Yes, I'm sure these women are gonna love hearing
リアル
that.
だけ処女とか多いしな。引きこもりどもにリアルの味を教えるのも俺たち派遣軍の使命だ。
Only RL virgins? What the hell does that mean? Oh, only real life? Is that what they're saying with reality? Some of them are they're only real life virgins. Okay, so they're saying they're people that don't do anything online but also have never done anything IRL. And they're like, and we get to give them their reality. Ugh.
統合軍にもたちの悪いのがいるみたいだ。
統合軍の陸戦って
Following that answer, she stares at Rain again.
そうや。
なんでしょう。
あんた青春で見かけたことがある気がするんだ。
This time it's Rain who chokes. She spits the absinthe all over me.
すみません。
やっぱそう
I love you, Chinatsu.
なんでしょう。確かに青春にはちょっと
いいっていいって
Hey, hey.
そういうことか。
Get her ass, Chinatsu.
一体何の話だ？
注意には関係ありません。
Nah, it does. Rain cuts into the exchange. Chinatsu, fill me in.
そういえば、確か私も渚。ええ、往来のど真ん中で男の子に抱きついて好きとかキスをしろとか。
私は好きとは言ってない。
ははいいですいいです。
悪かったな。確かに私は昔はこの男にベタ惚れだったよ。
千夏。
もちろん昔の、あくまでも昔の話だからな、こう。
Why not? Why not, though? Like, it could. I'm just saying it could if you wanted it to. I don't know, you seem pretty excited at the possibility of me joining up with Goat, right? So it's like, I'm just saying, like...
分かってるさ。
Chinatsu makes a sulky face and downs her drink. Is it really the alcohol that's making her flushed?
そうでしょう。
今の私は女じゃない。冗談でからかっちゃいるが、別に少尉と張り合う気はない。
失礼ですが、そこの男がついていると先ほどおっしゃっていたではありませんか。
Rain. What the fuck?
あんた。
Despite looking so refined, Rain has nonchalantly said something pretty vulgar. Hits us pretty hard. Yeah? Not something I was really expecting either.
あんたにはわからないさ。兵隊のくせにチャラチャラとしやがって。
将校です。ついでにチャラチャラもしていませんが何か。
They shut up and glare at each other again. Suddenly, the guys nearby start mocking us.
ねえ。
よう姉ちゃん。そんな野郎ほっといて。こ
One of the guys nonchalantly plays his hand on Chinatsu's shoulder. Oops, wrong woman to touch.
さっきからうるせえやろ。
なんか言ったか。
貴様、恥を知れ、こんなクズが。
She stands up from her seat, grabs the guy by his collar, and raises him
な
up.
んだてめえ。
The men quickly become murderous. Guess I have no choice. Probably won't do much against drunkards, but I'll try to mediate.
喧嘩はやめろ。おい。もしかしてお前ら。
うるさいですわよ。酒がまずくなりますから黙っ。
Still facing the table, Rain reaches for the back of the man's collar. And he briefly takes off the ground before falling back first on the table.
てめえ。女だからって容赦しねえぞ、この甘。
I was kind of expecting this confrontation would happen.
いいぞ、少尉。
Yeah, no. I knew that was one thing that would like bring them together, right? Is these misogynist jackasses back here popping off. And all it takes is one wrong word, and especially after he touched Chinatsu. Whoa, physical contact? Oh, yeah. You knew these women, as much as the issues they have with each other, to beat up some jackass misogynists? Hell yeah.
あ
So did I, bud. So did I.
がしてたんだよ。
黙れ
Oh, when I sigh, a man throws a punch at me, and I respond by extending my own fist and sink it into his cheek.
こうクロスカウンターじゃん。
やれやれ、やるしかないな。
通話回線は麻痺させました。
And so began a huge brawl. Hey,
とり
director!
あえず私は18人抜き。
10名。さすがにリアルでは勝てませんね。
8人くらいかな。お前らな。
We escape the bar and go take a breather in the Midspire's upper levels. City looks really nice from this height. Might just be the best view in Suzushiro.
3人で1個正体は片付
全身擬態の女が1人と熟練の電脳将校が2人。全力で暴れて店が倒壊しながら。
ほら飲み直そう。店から逃げるときにかっぱらってきた。
奇遇ですね。私もおつまみを拝借してきました。
なんだお前ら。
月を見ながらいいって月なんか見えないけどね。
I have two drunk women resting on me right
そ
now.
ういい。あんたお嬢さんのくせに。
渚注意こそ決して粗暴ではなく敵。
はいはい。お前ら仲良くし。
Friendliness almost makes me forget that we're in a war. What's with this peace right now? Outside Midspire, scratch that everywhere, including Midspire, is full of clashing motives. There's Dominion, Goats, CDF, and ARC.
さすがに良い。
おい、こんな寒い場所で寝ると、凍えるぞ。
As Eva responds, I just hear her uniform breathing. She's asleep.
寝顔はあどけないもんだね。
人のことが言えるのか。
私は外見も中身も変わんないよ。そう。
She squints and looks at Rain's face
な
again.
んかこの子とやり合ってると。だってこんな話。
She slightly moves, her ponytail lightly tickles my
俺
face.
はそうでもないが。
辛くなるし、なくしたものを数えてもしかから、こうのことも忘れてたよ。
She turns gloomy, takes my hand, and makes our fingers meet. They're smooth and
無
delicate.
名都市で会った時も、あんたに抱きしめられても平気だと思ってた。これは任務、なんともないって。でも、
She grasps my hand and pushes it against her
な
chest.
のに、私の体ってば、
I can feel the softness behind the fabric.
頬がしらけてるのがよくわかったよ。
何も言うな。
I bring her closer to me. Shinatsu responds by hugging me tight.
でも、頬の脈拍が少し。
あ
でも、これ作り物だぞ。
Shinatsu puts her hand over mine. When she brought to her chest, I feel my palms sink into it a bit.
あ、嬉しいな。
そっか。この体がちゃんと感じられたら。
She turns her neck and looks up at me. Having her face so close to mine makes my heart beat even faster. Are we just about to bone right next to Rain's unconscious body? Because honestly, that's pretty tight.
酒臭い口じゃなきゃ、もっと有頂天になれたかもな。
ごめんね。
She smiles and slowly closes her eyes. We exchange a kiss. It's as dry as the one we shared in our school years, but it resurrects some of the excitement I felt back then. Thump. I feel her heart skip a beat. I want to feel it again and again. But alas, she slowly takes my hand away from her
せ
chest.
っかく約束を守るチャンスだったのにね。
一体、何の。
やだよ。絶対に教えない。
She sticks her tongue out like she used to do back then. After the struggle with the slum, she's been acting like her old self more and more often. We can't go back to the past. Even so, I'd be glad if she went back to being as cheerful as she used to be. And it'd be even better if I helped her with that.
さて、
そうだな。
We make one last toast and leave the Midspire's upper level. Stop with the flashing lights. Stop that. Genuinely. Just do the usual, like, static fade to white thing you've been doing for the last 40 fucking hours. Why have we just now started doing, like, this, like, strobe light bullshit? I don't like it. Next to the living room, I hear Chinatsu talking over the phone.
ご実家かな。
うん。千夏のご両親、最近は頻繁に電話かけてきてるみたいだね。
そりゃ娘が心配なんだろう。なんせ部活の件もあることだしな。
They found out about the thing in Anonymous City, there'd be far more than just worry. Just imagining it makes me want to apologize to them.
にしても、立ち直ってくれてよかったよ。
なんだよその目は。
別に何も。あなたがどうやって慰めたのかなんて知りたくないし、デレデレぶりを見てるだけでお腹いっぱいだし。
さいですか。
ただそれはいい。私にはなんか
そう見えるか。
立ち直ったとか吹っ切ったとは別に。
分かってるよ。私だってちゃんと考えてるってば。
親子喧嘩かな。
心配してくれてるのは分かってるよ。だから安心して。私だって一応脳みそついてんだから。
喧嘩するほど仲がいいとも言う。
だったらちょっと。
That whisper feels a bit heavy. The pain we and Kisaragi Dormal share, to different extents, is the pain of not having a proper family. Masa and Aki are obvious examples. Nanoa has her troubles too, and though they don't speak much about it, the Minazuki sisters are the same.
彼氏とはうまくやってるよ。別にそれが原因じゃないから。
へえ、彼氏なんだ。
つうか。
さあ、ただ千夏としょっちゅう一緒な男って。
お姉ちゃん、ゴン先輩。
あんたは千夏を待っていなさい。
ああ、
Man, what a meddler.
よろしい。
Sora's like our very own disciplinary committee member. She slaps my shoulder and walks away.
注意。起きてください。朝ですよ。
Oh, yeah, you're gonna be hungover as fuck. The sun, the artificial one they have here in Midspire, hurts my eyes.
レイン。大丈夫かな。
ええ。
Yeah, and then Schnauz's gonna show up like, "What's up, bitches? Oh, y'all hungover? Shit, yo, us cyborgs, we don't gotta worry about that kind of shit." We look at each other. Our faces are pallid, and we're walking the Midspire streets while gasping for breath. My head hurts like hell. This hangover is really bad. The acetaldehyde. The word is affecting my whole body. Yeah, I fucking do it. She's gonna show up like, "What's up, bitches? Oh, y'all hungover? Shit, couldn't be me." The third person in our group, though, is exceedingly lively.
科学が進歩したのに、アルコールのように粗悪なドラッグが全然。
酔いざましは進歩した。
それとも盛大に吐いてみるかい？
渚注意はよ。
私の体はほとんどアルコールを吸収していないからな。
道理でおトイレが動く臭いわけですね。
ネゲロしそうになって便所に駆け込むよりマシさ。バカ野郎！声の前でなんてこと言うんだ！
渚注意こそレディーに恥をかかせるつもりですか？
こんな公衆の面前での恥のさらし合いの方が。
The mist on my mind starts to lift while the headache begins to abate.
やっと酔いざましが効いてきた。
生き返りますね。
Ray and I look up at the sky and take a deep breath.
ネットとの接続回復しました。
We all raise our voices in unison. The link to the outside, which is supposed to be negated by the Midspire's outer walls, was suddenly restored.
ミッドスパイアの衝撃。
It's not just the ice that's been neutralized. The line says that there's a mild physical problem too.
若干のノイズがありますが、外部。
あんたらは自宅で待機してろ。
Shotsu runs off into CDF HQ. The town is still shrouded in mourning silence. People here are still unaware of what happened to the net. We second gens perceived it before everyone else.
どうします？
答えは決まっているだろう。
We follow after Chinatsu to run to the HQ. CDF's HQ is already overwhelmed by a menacing air. Hearing the blaring alarms and people shouting, we mix into groups of soldiers and run through the narrow hallway. First and foremost, we've got to find out the situation here, but...
お前らこんな。
We run to Masa. What a stroke of luck.
マサ、この騒ぎは一体何だ。教えてやる。なんだ。
Mm-hmm. Midspire's outer wall has a large molten-looking hole in it. The liquid metal is bubbling in a weird manner. Watching the metal twist around like an animal makes me so sick I throw up in my mouth a little.
パスウォール。戦術規模の公平用なのだ。
ナノマシンでミッドスパイアの外壁を破ったのか。
襲撃してきたの。
調査中だが、おそらくはドミニオンだ。
ドミニオンか。連中のやりそうなことではあるな。
ひとまず敵の工作員は銃撃を受け撤退したらしい。
Despite that, Masa doesn't look too glad.
このまま外壁が溶かされて。
そこまでの威力はパスウォールにはない。これぐらいの損傷じゃ。
問題はむしろ。
A crowd of people trample the metal mud to flood into the arcology.
難民だよ。今下では市街戦が繰り広げられ、 なんだよ、こう忘れちまったのか。ミッドスパイアで公に流れる情報は本物。そうだったな。
単なる政府広報とここは相変わらずなのですね。
都市は統合軍に包囲されている。市外に出られない難民が
The number of refugees just keeps increasing. They're swarming in like ants.
出られたものじゃない。
大丈夫でしょう。あそこから突入されても。
塔に閉じこもり、魂をネットと切り離した者たちよ。
A sonorous voice resounds throughout the facility, and the people running around the halls suddenly stop. The monitor is now showing a familiar man in religious garb.
グレゴリー神父、ドミニオンの親玉か。
Did Dominion hack the line? As we gasp in shock, the priest forms a smile and starts talking.
バベルの塔は悪しき神の策略で倒壊し、世に混乱がまき散らされ、彼が絶対者ならば恐怖こそは、だが恐怖こそは肉体の発する源。また民は塔に集うのだ。その時かの悪しき神が下した呪いが終結する。
He bows and disappears. A moment later, a siren resounds.
警戒態勢が発令されました。市民の皆様は最寄りの避難所に退避してください。
今のは一体何なんだ。一体何が起きているって言うんだよ。
As Masa goes to check for info, Rain gasps.
ドミニオンがミッドスパイアの管理構造体に侵入しているもよう。
ネットにも侵入しているのか。
ゴードの部隊が防衛のために展開を始めています。
She sends me images displaying Dominion arriving at the structure and destroying the ice. Goat squads are running out to stop them.
さすがに本職のサポートは話が早いな。
熱いですね。このままではゲートの制御を奪われてしまいます。
ドミニオンは一体何を考えてやがるんだ。
これはすでにヘロと。
As Rain and I look at each other, Masa slaps me on the shoulder.
頼むから、お前らは何もしないでくれよ。何もしないさ。あいにくだが、ミッドスパイアを守る。
Upon hearing my answer, he runs out into the hall. Alright, I said I won't do anything, but should I stand by my word? As I consider my options, Rain pulls on my sleeve.
サバントにうまく乗じればミッドスパイアから脱走。
But can I really escape this place and leave Chinatsu here? I shake my head and get rid of the unnecessary thoughts.
いいのか、レイン。
どうせクビにはなりません。
Rain heads to the wall and controls the screen panel. Quickly displays the desolate city of Suzushiro. I didn't see it yesterday because of the darkness, but it's an actual war zone right now.
これが父、そして遠い未来を真剣に語りつつ、今目の前で繰り広げられている痛みに私たちが安穏としている間に、父の言う浄化が成し遂げられた暁には、それとも渚注意が心残りですか。
Yes!
バカを言うな。
そう願います。
Suddenly, the lights flash on and off. The alarm stops, bringing about a brief silence. The screen on the wall is flickering like mad, displaying lots of various colors. I hear voices coming from all over the facility. A moment later, the alarm
注
resumes.
意。
わからんが、何者かの介入だ。
詳細を調査中。あまりに情報。
Before we can take a breather, I hear heavy footsteps come from the hallway. Soldiers in bulletproof vests armed with machine guns become a green flood as they run through the tight space. Probably going in to intercept the refugees trying to flood Midspire. Are they seriously about to massacre them? You gotta be kidding me. Suddenly, a call from Director Isao rings out in my head.
召喚？事態を収集するためには。
いや、聞いてくれ。ドミニオンにしてやられた。
そんな。ミッドスパイアのアイスを破って。
原因詳細はそれよ
He looks down and mutters in a dignified
り。
manner.
難民がゲート前まで押し寄せている。
はい。作戦室
ゲートの管理プログラムはこのままで、もしもゲートが開かれて。
そんな。
まさに正気の沙汰だ。ドミニオンはただ。
So they instigated the refugees and made them into sacrifices. It sure disgusts me.
現在、コンソールなしで没入できるもの。しかし、兵力が足ります。
それで。
そう。
バカなことを。
非常識なのは重々承知している。だが、これは通常の戦闘行為ではない。ゲートを死守できない。煽られ怯えただけの群衆を殺め。これがアークやフェンリルとの戦闘なら。だが、ドミニオンは我ら共通の敵のはずだ。ゴートは CDF でもなく。
Director Isao's hologram gives me a deep bow.
頭など下げる必要はありません。
では言ってくれる。
注意？
事情は分かっているだろう。
冷静になれ。ミッドスパイアやゴードのためじゃない。それに長官だって俺たちをネットに潜らせるリスクを承知しているはずだ。だったらその覚悟には誠意を持って応えたい。
では注意がいくのであれば。
ありがとう注意レイ。涼しぶし駐屯部隊を代表して。
それはドミニオンを撃退してからにしてください。よし行くぞレイ。
いや
And so we head out to defend the Midspire structure. Alright, but with that, I'm actually going to wrap this one up here for today. This is the best save point I can think of. Come back to it. We're still a prisoner of war. That has not changed. But, okay. But yeah. I'm excited. I gotta imagine the next recording then will be the last one for a bit. Right? Because, what? I started on chapter 6. Right? This is where I loaded in from. Yes, I started from chapter 6. And already I'm at chapter 11. Right? And there's 14 chapters so far. That's been the case with these other two. So I gotta imagine that's the case. There's 3 more chapters. So I imagine the next recording session will wrap up Dive 1. We'll finish we'll finish Chinatsu's route. Very much looking forward to that. Very much. I am very curious to see how. Chinatsu's route ends, right? I've been enjoying where things have been going, like with their talks here in the Midspire. Nagisa coming clean about being a cyborg, and it seems like now when she's around Ko and whatnot, she's a lot more. She's not as like timid about the fact, right? It's not something she's trying to hide anymore, and she's kind of like embraced it a bit. And maybe she's always like embraced it. It's just around Ko she was a bit weird about it because she didn't know what he'd think of it. But yeah, I'm very curious to see how this comes to a close, right? I'm very curious. Because I gotta imagine it ends in some kind of like romance, right? I'm very curious to see how that comes to be. I'm very curious to see what happens in the next 3 chapters to where, you know, they become close like that. Huh. But yeah, like I said, that's going to do it for this recording session. It's either going to be a quick transition or a new video, but regardless, I'll see y'all in the next one. Until then, thanks. What is up, everyone, and welcome back to some more Baldr Sky. In the previous recording session, we made a good amount of progress into Chinatsu's route. We saw some stuff we'd seen before, right? Like with, you know, Chinatsu going to Arvel City, her whole argument with Nanoa, all that. But then things played out a little bit differently because we actually caught Chinatsu dropping off her little seeds in Arvel City to, you know, cause havoc. We managed to stop her beforehand, get a head start on it, but then we ultimately let her go because that's homie. Well, Aki let her go, that was the thing. We were all like, oh, what are we gonna do now? Arc security's gonna get involved. Aki's like, nah, that's homie. Don't worry about it. And, you know, that's, you know, kind of why we love Aki. Oh yeah, and then yeah, that was this route. We teamed up with Aki afterwards, and then we went to like the heart of Arc security, to the S, the C, right? Of the like sea of madness and whatnot. Yeah, we got there. Did we learn something there, or was there just like the whole interaction with Sarah and whatnot? She was like, don't worry about what you've seen here. Don't do that. And then I forget the exact order of events, but we wound up at the Net Cafe, right? And then started to play out similarly, right? Where like the place was under attack. Eventually Kurihara shows up. This time around, he chopped off one of Chinatsu's hands. I do remember that. Now the question is, was this before or after she revealed the fact that she was a cyborg? I feel like it was beforehand. Eventually Kurihara escapes, right? At some point we wind up... I don't remember the exact details. Chinatsu ends up injured. I do remember that. Gets under like the threat of a... She gets mind hacked. So Ko goes into her brain to save her from being mind hacked. But then also people show up to ambush them in the real world, where Chinatsu fucking viciously murders them all. We don't see that happen, we just see the aftermath of it happen. But that's in the moment where she reveals that she's a cyborg to Ko, which I'd been suspecting for a good while now. Eventually Chinatsu takes Ko into Goat's custody. I remember that. Right, because Fenrir was trying to escape the airport. I think that's the scene where it happens. Fenrir tries to escape the airport and they manage to get away, but Ko gets taken in by Goat, which is why the chapter we're on is titled Prisoner of War. And then things eventually start to play out a bit like it did in Rain's route, where we're like in the mid-spire. Also, Rain's here. I just realized that. Yeah, Rain's also... Did Rain get taken at the same time we did? Damn, that's crazy. I'm trying to like think it through, and then I'm like, can't remember if she got nabbed like during the same time we did or afterwards. But eventually, we end up in the mid-spire. We're forced into cohabitation with Rain and Chinatsu, which has led to some tense moments. It's led to some funny moments. Rain's father, the director of Goat, is trying to recruit Ko. He's trying to like recruit him into the fold. Like, join Goat, join us, please. You will make great strides with us, I promise. And then where we're at is similar to Rain's route, where Dominion like is attacking the mid-spire both physically and virtually. And the director of Goat, Rain's father, comes to us and is like, listen, please just go in, just help us out. We need someone like you. This isn't about Goat, this isn't about this isn't about that, this is about saving the people. Please, we need your help. And Ko's just like, fuck yeah, dude, I'll fucking jump in. Oh, that's interesting. So I just read that dialogue from Noi there. She may just be the oldest one. I kind of had a sneaky suspicion, but you know, nice to have confirmation. Also, did I have anything I wanted to be... Like, I have 6,400 fucking whatever this shit is called. Did I have anything that like I could potentially want to invest in? I can't remember if like when I opened up this menu the last time, if there had been something that popped up that was like, oh, maybe I should get that. It looks like no. Yeah, they did. I remember they did add another health block thing, which I immediately got. But like, I've gotten about everything I want. There's nothing I really want out of development. Nothing I want to change out in equipment. So yeah, I'd say without further ado, let's just jump back into this, shall we?
ライブ完了。 レイン、周囲の状況は？
Yeah, we're with Rain.
CDF の機体が接近中。ご安心を。我々の ID は敵と認識されていないはずです。
おいおい、なんでお前らがここにいるんだよ。
I got permission.
マサ、侵入したドミニオンは俺たちが排除する。
俺たって、おいおいおい、お前ら立場分かっているだろうな。
I got permission.
ゴートの長官からお墨付きが出たんだね。そういうお前も刑事でありながら最前線での戦闘に駆り出されたんじゃないのか？
ああ、その通りさ。俺だけじゃなくネットに潜れるやつは全員参加だ。長官命令でな。ここのセカンドは多くない。コンソールなしでダイブできる連中にはとにかく出撃命令が下っている。俺の後ろのこいつらは訓練中の警察隊員だ。おもりを頼まれてな。
なるほど。
Rain sighs. The way they're walking makes it clear that they're not used to simulacrum battles.
警告ドミニオン接近。
Don't worry, buddy. I got this. You and your boys. You run support. I got
来
this.
たぞ、全員3回。不慣れな奴は前に出るんじゃないぞ。生き延びるのを優先しろ。
Exactly.
注意殿の忠告、ありがたく聞いておけよ。
Stick to the rear, wink, and also stick to
悪名
support.
高いホットドッガーだ。
まずは敵を分断するぞ。半分は俺とレインで相手をする。残りは頼む、マサ。
任せな、相棒。
Yeah. Oh, what? He popped up. This man has insane wake-up brain. Whoa, hey, easy there, easy. Ah, yeah. Yeah, come at me. Oh, you bitch. Oh, ow. Rain, save me. Ah, Rain, save me. Rain, save me. Rain, save me. Rain. Rain. Ow. The fuck? Goddamn. His lance too long. Yeah, catch a face full of missiles, asshole. Oh, I've almost got my Falcon Trop maxed out. It's almost at level 3. Ah, it's so close. I almost got a full set of level 3 skills. Let's go.
マサ、お前の部下の状況は？
くそ、何人かかなりひどいダメージを受けちまった。何度かアボートせ
Damn,
ずに済んでい
even
る
though
が
we told him to stick to the back? Like, I was handling shit. I definitely wasn't screaming for Rain to help me.
きつそうだな。全治1ヶ月の重傷ってところか。
CDF の支給機体が生存率重視の設計じゃなければ平気です。まだやれます。
Like, fuck you, Ken. Like, let's be real, you couldn't fight even when you came in here at 100%, alright? That's why you're in this situation.
バカ野郎、無理するなって言っただろ。とにかく喋るんじゃない。傷が開いちまう。
このまま彼らを連れて行くのは自殺。
レイン、周囲にアンカーはないな。
はい。
では、この先は俺とレインに任せて。
何言ってるんだよ。ゲート防備は俺たちの任務だ。
俺に銃を向けられ脅されたとでも言っておけ。警察のお前らなら守らなきゃならないものが他にもいろいろあるだろうしな。
部下を大量に失えばしばらくは眠れない日々が続きますよ。
隊員は全員即時離脱しろ。
しかしマサさん。
いいから行け。足を震わせながら意地を張られても。
では、すみませんマサさん。マサ、
できるかよ。捕虜だけを前線に送り出すなんて、そりゃどこの世界の冗談なんだ。
大昔の戦争では某国は補修を強制的に遠隔地の戦闘。
そういうのが許せん。言っている。
分かった分かった。しかしお前、実戦の経験はあるのかよ。
確かに俺は戦争は未経験だが、ギャングとの銃撃戦やらテロ組織への襲撃やら修羅場はいろいろかいくぐっている。
I can tell he's determined. He must be driven by a sense of duty for his job. Kinda jealous of this friend of mine. I feel like that's something I never had.
そうだな、分かった。じゃあ またチーム結成だな。
Gang gang. Put our hands together and look at each other.
女一人に男二人。
よろしくお願いしますね、マサさん。
Yeah, I don't think you can replace Chinatsu, right? His grip has certainly become stronger than it was back then. Masa leads us to Midspire's control structure. For convenience, we're now acting as a CDF special squad. They're giving us directions.
こちら出動。部下二人と共に現場に到着。ドミニオンを排除する。
いや、可能な限り早く応援を送ります。
Following the sport's words, the Dominion priest's preaching reaches my ears.
バベルの弟は、そして彼は
レイン、この鬱陶しい説教を遮断できないか。
可能ですが、ただ広域で流されているので情報収集に支障が出る可能性があります。
なら自分で意識して聞かないようにするしかないか。
学園時代の古文の授業を思い出せ。あれに比べれば眠くならない分マシだぜ。
I fucked up. Damn. It just like tanked all that shit. That's crazy. Whoa, what the? Hey, whoa, what the? God damn. There's room for me. Oh, yeah, Masa, you get that side. I got this side. Ah, holy fuck. And a little spread bombs in case. And they didn't walk. Hello. Goddamn. Okay, boss. And then it triggered my fucking. Oh, easy, easy, easy. Ow. We good? Yeah, we good. Yeah, level 3 Falcon drop. That's what it's all about, baby. We out here.
侵入したドミニオンはゲートの制御を奪おうとしているわけだな。
待ってろ。今調べるから。
分かっています。
分かってるって。あそこの場所は部外。はあ、言いたくないが、本当に優秀で助かるよ。
気持ちは察するよ。